Hey, good morning, Josh. This is Brayden from Pacific Toyota. Just doing a quick virtual tour on our 2020 GXL Prado here. The one for only $78,990 drive away, about 45,000 Ks on the clock. Mate, absolute glamour. Can't wait to take you through it. Look, bit of an idea who we are. We're obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Lucky enough to have a whole heap of yards up here, mate. We've got our Toyota and Lexus showrooms at the front there. You can obviously see our spare parts service departments down the back. And lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards here too. So I'm currently at 251 Mulgrave Road. I know you're from Cairns originally, but it's just a bit of an idea who we are. And mate, like I said, lucky enough to have another one at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. So we get some absolute glamours just like this one here. But look, we can get stuck straight into it. Starting from the very, very front up here. Obviously got a little bit of a stone chip. Sorry about that one, mate. He accidentally pressed the pause button. So yeah, like I said, a little stone chip just up the top here. We got a couple little ones just on the front there, but nothing too bad at all as we come round. We've got the fog lights across the front. Really nice bull bar on these guys. I absolutely love these things when they're colour coded. I think they look sick. And a little bit of a stone chip just there. A few like little sort of minor ones just underneath, but not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. Looking very clean across that quarter panel as well. Even right across that bonnet there too. You can see yourself. Extremely clean across the front. So not much I can point out here. Just a little tiny little stone chip just there. But not too bad at all through the rest of that. So like I said, you got the BF Goodrich all-terrains on these guys. So heaps of tread left on them. Genuine Toyota GXL alloys on these as well. A little bit of sort of stone chip, no, that's dirt, even better, disregard. Looking very clean then. Even right through the inside there too. Like I said, you got that tough dog suspension through the inside of there too. You got the anchor points on the front there. Not too bad at all. Awesome suspension setup with these guys. So very clean down the rest of that body. Let's look. No, that's just coming up with my finger as well. A couple little sort of minor like hairline ones on the inside there, just from people's fingernails or rings, but only very, very light. You got the keyless entry on both sides too, so you can lock the car with that one there. As soon as you come back up, put your hand in, it's going to unlock for you as well. So I've got those keys on my person. Just a tiny little sort of hairline one just there, extremely faint. You can sort of only really just see that in the sunlight. The rest of the door card on the inside here looking very clean there too. Tiny little bit of sort of scuffing. Just a little bit of a mark there, but not too bad. Same through the entry point as well. So the genuine Prado mats the whole way around as well. Very clean underneath them. That main entry as well, very clean. Your building compliance plates there for you too. Bloody clean car, eh? You got your solid handles here on both sides there too, so the passenger and the driver's side. You got the drop down handles at the top, the aircon vents right through the back as well, so great for the kiddies and that. Adjustable seat belts on both sides too, so for both the driver and the passenger, and aircon right through to the back there too. So a really great setup for families and that kind of thing. All your books, manuals, everything's all on the inside here too. So like I said, full Toyota service history through this one. So original one, obviously 2020 in October at 10,000 Ks down in Llewellyn, can't even pronounce that. 2021 at March, 19,000 Ks, 900 at Lockyer Valley at 27,000 Ks in June, 37,000 Ks, same one, all through Toyota, and then through us, it's the 10th of March. So when they come to us, if they're due for a service, we get them done. So it's absolute full service history with this one as well. And of course, only 45,000 Ks on the clock, exactly what you want to see. So obviously got the side step there as well. Just quickly show you up underneath there too. So rear door as well, looking very clean. So no window tint on these guys, but we can get that done in-house if you're interested. Child locks on both rear doors here for you too. Again, like I said, you got those Prado genuine mats the whole way around, bit of storage in the middle there. Aircon controls on the back here for the kids as well. Accessory plug in there for them too. little argument separator in the back here. Push that button, you got your cup holders and everything on the inside of that one. You can obviously drop these guys down. It's going to lay flat. You got the child anchor points on all 3 of these seats, 1, 2 and 3. And of course that one from the back is going to do the opposite. We've got the whole works in this. So you got the privacy shade, the retractable one, that does just pop out of place. If you do want to take that out, they just simply click back in there. You got the genuine Prado mats again under here, but you can see yourself extremely tidy under there. Not too bad across the roof. Tiny little sort of marking just there, and tiny little dots just there as well. But the rest is exceptionally clean. Pop that back up for you. Keep cruising around. So obviously again got the same BF Goodrich tyres the whole way around. Looking very clean on these wheels as well. And even through the inside there, like there's a little bit of red dirt that I saw from the front. So it's obviously been off-road, but I don't think it's spent a lot of time off-road, because normally you get, if they have, you see, you know, a lot of markings from the stones flying up and things like that. But you have a look through the suspension and that, the stickers, everything are all in really good nick. Same with obviously the wheels, the mags as well. If they'd spent a lot of time on dirt, they obviously get a lot more scratches, a lot more chips. Whereas these things are very, very clean. So fuel on this side, I'll show you where the release is for that once we jump inside. Parking sensors right across the back here too. Again, exceptionally clean down there. Let's try and reach up on the roof. Not tall enough to get up there, but hopefully gets you a bit of a view. Like I said, you got those same wheels in the back here too. So we got the Anderson plugs, 7-pin flat in there. Tow bar's obviously there for you as well with the tongue and everything. Keyless entry on the back here too. So a little bit of just scuffing and that on the actual plastic there. Obviously people, you know, using that as a stepping stone to get inside. And like I said, you've got that genuine mats the whole way around. You've got the 100-watt inverter plug there for you. They come at the factory like that. You can actually tuck these ones up. There's little clips there, so you can hide those if you want them out of the way. Otherwise, like I said, you've got your privacy shade here too, so that just clips into place into these ones. Otherwise you can take that right out. But very clean through the rest of it. So you've got those child anchor points on all 3 seats there. A little bit of scuffing on just on the on these ones, so on the plastic there, here, tiny little one there. I'd say they've just obviously had things stored in the back, and they just might have rubbed up against the against that rear door. Again, looks like tiny scuff there, but it looks majority of it's sort of coming off with my finger. You can see, not too bad though. Little sort of hairline one just there. Again, extremely clean under there. You can see how much tread's left on those guys. Again, same thing, very clean across these alloys. And you got that Tough Dog suspension the whole way around there too. So it looks like that's just a bit of polish, but just a little hairline one there, very, very faint. But like I said, it's all being about as transparent as we possibly can for you. Super clean through the rest of that door card. Tiny little sort of mark there, but nothing too bad. Again, like I said, you got these Prado mats the whole way around. Said you got those fold flat as well, giving you that massive room if you need it. You got that 60-40 split, so these guys will fold flat, and then that one will fold flat as well. Come into place there for you. Keep cruising around. Tiny little sort of hairline one just there. And again, like I said, you got these keyless entry points on the 2 front doors. Tiny bit of scuffing here. Well, not even scuffing, just a bit of wear, but it's the driver's handle, you know what I mean? It's the most common place. It could be from rings, things like that. It's just the high traffic, the highest traffic area of the car. Not too bad through the rest. Clean under there. So that's your electric brake system too. It's the Guardian one. So actually pretty clever setup that they've done with this. They've actually got the cords separate. So he stored them under here. So there's a 12-volt plug. that simply can plug straight into this one here. So if you do want to take that out, because some people, like taller people, that does sort of rub up against their legs. So if you do want to move it, adjust it or anything like that, you can move it around the car and put it somewhere else. There's a 12-volt plug that powers it that goes straight into the plug and then runs the rest of the accessories down to the back of the car for those electric brakes. So there's a massive amount of cord under there as well to run all that. It's a really clever system. You've also got the EVC throttle controller there too. So really clean through the inside. Just a nifty little setup that I thought was pretty clever. Height adjustments here as well, so sure people like me can sit there and crank that right up. You get the airbags through both seats, through the steering wheels, through the dash, right through the curtain airbags, through the back as well. Just going to show you the rest of the outside of the car and then we'll jump back in there. Again, like I said, heaps of tread left on these guys. Tiny little mark just around that plug. But even through the chassis, everything just looks so clean. Easy. So we'll jump inside. Also got the weather protectors around these all these doors as well. So beauty of this one too, obviously being a private owner, we've got 2 keys with this one. So you jump in, foot on the brake, push button ignition, get that one going. Just straighten up these wheels for you so you can see. Alright, little welcome message. 45,797 Ks on the clock, so absolutely bugger all. Extremely tidy, no engine lights or dash lights or anything like that of course. Extremely tidy through the inside of the car here. So up on the steering wheel they give you everything you need. So you get your Bluetooth controls over here, all your radio options and everything you control from the steering wheel itself, so you can jump between AUX, Bluetooth, all that kind of thing while you're driving. The volume, the whole works. Cruise controls just tucked around the back there, so that's that little one. You can flick it on, set it and reset with those, turn it off with that one. Lane departure assist again, so if you start to drift out of the lane, it's going to beep, it's going to let you know. Adaptive cruise controls over on that one as well, so if the person in front of you starts to brake, the car's actually going to brake and it's going to help assist with that as well if you're not paying attention. And your little menus down there too, so again all from the steering wheel, you can jump between your different ones. It's going to tell you different radio stations, your steering angle. I think that's a really cool one for full driving, so if you ever get confused and you're a bit unsure of which way the wheels are facing as you're coming down hill climbs or anything like that, that one there is going to tell you and give you a bit of a reminder. I think that's a really cool thing. And again, obviously your navigation, your music options, everything through there as well. So settings, the whole works down in that one. Headlights themselves, obviously pretty easy. Parker's headlights, high beams, all that kind of thing from just there. And of course your wipers over the left hand side. Mirror controls are all there. You've got a little toggle to adjust them left and right side of the car. They're a power fold mirror as well, so you can actually tuck those in, so great for the full driving. Also protects them in shopping car parks and things like that. And obviously your ignition's just there. We've got automatic high beams on these as well. Flick that one on. So headlights to high beams and that kind of thing, so they're going to turn on and off as they need to. We've got central lock and window locks, and of course all your electric windows around the outside. As we come across, massive big touchscreen display, so you can hit that home button. It's going to bring you back to your favorites here, so whatever's playing on the radio, Bluetooth, whatever's going to show in that, phone calls and that kind of thing once your phone's connected to the Bluetooth down here, and of course your sat nav in that one there. So you can click on any of those three, it's going to enlarge them. Really nice, easy system. Got a little reverse camera tucked away at the back, so as soon as we chuck that in reverse, you can physically see the back of the car there too. So once the actual tongue's in there, you can just make it out. A little bit hard to see, but just makes it a lot easier for to back it onto trailers, things like that as well. So absolutely love that one. Dual climate control, so again, no arguments over the aircon. I can sit here and crank my temperature up. The passenger, as soon as they adjust theirs, it's totally independent as well. So I can sit here and crank mine right down. The passenger can turn the heater up. So really nifty system on that one. Fan controls are all here. If it's just you driving in the car, no kids in the back or anything like that, you can turn that rear aircon on and off as well. So saves fuel, all that sort of good stuff. Heaps of storage in here. You get a second start to start off in second gear, four-wheel drive towing, things like that. Traction control, centre diff locks, rear diff locks, hill descent, which is basically a cruise control for coming down hills. Cup holders in the middle. Obviously it's an all-wheel drive constantly, so we've got the H4 there, which we're in at the moment, and you've got your low 4 as well. So simply chuck it in neutral, flick it across, let it do its thing. Genuine handbrake, USB, AUX, accessory plugs, everything all in there for you. Stacks of storage, and same again in here, and again in there. So that's vented as well, so the aircon actually runs into there, can keep that nice and cool for you. Drop down handles, like I said, you got the actual, I love these ones. You can tuck that right out, so it actually extends that visor out for you, gives that little bit of extra protection against the sun there for you. What have we got? A little mirror in the back of the head for the kiddies. And like I said, you got the lights on both sides there too. So really nifty sort of setup. Absolutely love these Prados, can't rate them enough. But look, what we're going to do just before we finish this up, We've got the bonnet release down there, fuel release is just there for you, but I want to show you under the bonnet before we finish up. So that's just beeping to let me know I've got the keys in my hand and the car is still running, just so you don't forget. So it's all up on struts, extremely clean through that firewall as well. Like I said, dual batteries here too. Got the second one just there for you. See yourself, extremely clean. Also the 2.8 turbo diesel in these guys. Show you as much as we can. But full Toyota service history, you can't ask for better. So look, that actually concludes our virtual tour, mate. Thanks heaps for your inquiry again, and can't wait to hear your feedback.